This is Chip Cod Roach for another nice review. I'm actually doing something special because it is the end of the week. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Oh, actually, it's Saturday, isn't it? Well,
Yes.
You get the point. Anyways, since it is the end of the week, I want to thank everybody for this show. My wonderful fiance for filming. Without her, this would not be possible. I also want to thank my 11 subscribers. It does mean a lot. Thank you for watching the show. Without you, this would not be possible either. And I would also like to thank VG Bust for just ripping apart John Hamburg last week. That was terrific. I forgot the guy's name that has that podcast. I already forgot. Somebody named Elder. Mike Elder or something like that. He giggles like a little girl and then claps his hands like this. So thank you for ripping him apart. Watch it. It's a great channel. So anyways, back to the review. I have a terrific movie. This is actually a classic. And I'm happy to show this on Friday. So let me get to that right now. Zack and Mary? Who put this on? I did not. Who schedules this stuff? Oh, I do. I forgot. I got the dates mixed up. Zack and Mary is on the slot for this week. I might need the swear jar for this. Let me tell you, this movie stunk more than Colonel Sanders' 2-pound stool sample. That's how bad this movie was. Okay, so I pretty much already gave the review, but that's fine. That's just part of it. So the premise is, Seth Rogen stars in this with Elizabeth Banks. I think you know where I'm going with this. It's a Seth Rogen movie. If it's Seth Rogen, expect this. He's going to be in debt. He's fat. He's lazy. He has a dead-end job. He has trouble getting up in the morning. He has trouble tying his shoes. He complains about bills. And Elizabeth Banks, of course, her character, she's in debt. There's a shocker. Let's see, they have a little apartment, they're roommates. So you already know where this is going. I'm going to tell you the end of this movie because I don't want you to see it. I'm going to spoil the ending. So, those are the two characters. He goes into work, and he complains of this Delaney guy. Delaney's complaining because they call it Black Friday, so he's already pulling a race car joke to his boss about Black Friday at their coffee shop. So, I mean, the jokes are already getting predictable. They're already bad. Alright. I will show pictures because for some reason this movie will have copyright infringements. Why, I don't know. Okay, time to show pictures. Okay, now I'm sure you're asking a question. Why is he showing a clip of Elizabeth Banks making coffee?
Picture
of Elizabeth Banks making coffee. Well, this is honestly the best part of the movie. I'm impressed. They know how to make coffee. They're not going to Starbucks or McDonald's or Burger King or so on. They're actually making their own coffee. They actually know how to press a button. The thing is, Elizabeth Banks is doing it. If you ask Seth Rogen to push a button, it is too exerting for him. It is way too grueling for him to push a button. When he ties his shoes at home, his significant other gives him a gold star sticker because that's the only exercise he gets for the entire year is when he velcros his shoes. I'm sorry, I may have said tied. No, he has to velcro them because he's so lazy he can't tie them. He has a lift to get him around his house.
Fez.
I'm talking about Seth Rogen.
Also Fez.
Oh. So this is actually my favorite part of the movie. Now, how pathetic is that? Okay, I'll show another picture. Okay, so this is a picture of the coffee shop that they complain about working for. Can't be a Seth Rogen movie if he's complaining about work. But this is what Seth Rogen does. Oh, and this was also written by the very horrible director Kevin Smith. The writing in this is below par. So, Kevin Smith and Seth Rogen, I guarantee, went to a McDonald's during Halloween time and had a Happy Meal with the little glow in the dark boxes that they get with the witches on them or pumpkins or something. And they decided to write this movie together over a Happy Meal. And then they were playing with the little toys together. I just wouldn't be surprised. This is how they came up with this stupid idea of a movie, of simple writing and terrible thoughts, and they just put it together into one pile of garbage. Okay, I'll show the next picture.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, I haven't yet. Okay. So I'm going to describe this scene, but right before that, when they were getting ready, this is a typical Seth Rogen movie. Okay, so before this scene here, this is your typical Seth Rogen movie. Elizabeth Banks is taking a shower, or Mary is her character's name, and the water gets turned off, as usual. So she actually has him take water out of the toilet and rinse her hair out. And the idiot that Zack is, or Seth Rogen, I don't think he was acting here. He lifted up the part of the toilet with the lid that had crap in the toilet, so he didn't even flush.
Dollar!
I guarantee that was by accident. He used that toilet on the set by mistake. So then she has to explain to him to take the water out of the top of the toilet, and that's what he rinses her hair off with in the shower. Disgusting, simple humor by the great Kevin Smith and Seth Rogen. Beautiful writing at its best. Okay, I'm done with the tantrum. Now I'm on to this clip for another tantrum. This is Justin Long. They really casted him in this movie. They really went to the Dollar Tree penny bin to get this guy. He is Elizabeth Banks, what do you want to say, ex-high school. Okay, they're at a high school reunion. The guy that she has a crush on, this is his boyfriend. What is his name? Something St. Randy. We'll go with that. It's not important. So anyways, this is where Zack gets the idea to make this inspires him to make a porno because he is a gay porn star. Yeah. So Justin Long is responsible for Seth Rogen to start making a porno for money. I hate him even more than I did before. Okay. I won't have a tantrum, but you can tell my displeasure already. So I will go on to the next picture before I get angry. Alright, well, I got a guest. So anyways, this picture here is where Zack is discussing with Mary how they're going to get out of their predictable and really bad financial debt. This is where he says, let's make a porno. Let's make a naughty video is what he asked her to do, and she does agree to it, and they decide to go through with it to get rid of their financial struggles, which is probably caused by Seth Rogen buying childish things, like a pretend female part that he can play with himself to, which actually is in the movie, which it really shouldn't shock you. It really shouldn't. After some of the clips you've seen from it, it shouldn't surprise you at all. Don't act surprised.
I don't want me on the video.
You.
Oh.
Okay, I'll go on to the next one. Okay, so this is Zach with his friend Delaney, Mr. Race Card, and he's pretty much telling him that he's going to be the production guy for the porno. He is somewhat for it. Obviously, he goes along with it, or else they wouldn't call the movie that. So, they're going to hold auditions. You could just imagine what those are like. And some of the names are Bubbles, Lester, Barry. I'm trying to remember. I was trying to enjoy a nice scallop dinner, and I got interrupted by this garbly-gook. So, okay, I'll show another picture. Okay, so I'm sure you're going to ask, why is this clip important? It's not. I just wanted to point out the poor casting. This is I think his name is Jason Mewes, who was actually in Jay and Silent Bob, of course, a Kevin Smith movie. So Kevin Smith wanted to bring his less than mediocre partners into this crap. So this guy plays Lester. He's one of the porn stars. Does he have any significance at all? No, the characters in this actually suck. The side characters are horrible. They have no purpose. They're to me, they're just extras. That's all they are. They're just a peanut gallery. They're just fill-ins. They're nothing. This movie is for morons. Plain and simple. If you like this movie, you're stupid. You are just plain stupid. I'll show the next picture before you get mad at me. Okay, so I lied. This was my favorite part of the movie. I love it. Their place that they rented is getting demolished. Bad news, they found a new spot. I think they used either their apartment or the coffee shop. I don't really remember. I was just really annoyed. Like I said, I was, trying to enjoy my dinner. And I was interrupted by Seth Rogen making stupid comments. Okay, I'm done with this clip. I'm on to the next one. Okay, so I was right. They do use the coffee shop. And their first scene was, I was actually eating during this part. So what happened during their first shooting was the girl decided to go into Vince McMahon mode. When I was trying to enjoy my scallops, I turned my head, and she was just taking a big Vince McMahon right on a guy's face. Now, to let me clear that up, that does mean that they shot the porno and she took a poop on his face, just like Vince McMahon did during his sex trafficking. So yes, that was a very disgusting scene. I think that is why Kevin Smith wanted to do this movie, because that's what Kevin Smith does. He films crap. So yes, they have it at the coffee shop. They cover it up to make it look like it's closed. And yeah, they do get a customer in the morning, and he shows up and there's a girl there without a shirt on, and he ignores her, so whatever. I guess another unrealistic scene written by the great Kevin Smith. Let's write things that don't make sense. And Seth Rogen is a part of that too. Okay, I'm almost done. Don't you worry. Next clip. Okay, so here's the predictability. Now, obviously, Seth Rogen and Mary are going to shoot a porn scene together. What do you think happened? Sorry. Naughty movie scene together. What do you think is going to happen after they're done shooting? A, they become enemies. B, they fall in love. Or C, Seth Rogen farts. Ooh, that could happen. Or D, the floor falls apart. Ooh, that can happen too. Well, actually, two of them happen. They start to, the intimate thing does become weird. But in the end, yeah, it's predictable. They fall in love. And Seth Rogen probably did fart. Okay. I'm going to show one more picture. Okay, I lied. This is my favorite part of the movie. It's the credits. It's over. It's done. Now let me get to my review. I don't know if you can tell, but I really did not like this movie. As you can tell, I'm going to give it a really low rating. If I had a choice to watch this movie again, if I had a choice between this movie, watching this movie again for a third time, or getting a prostate exam with my fiance's cactus plant, I would choose the cactus plant. It would be 2 minutes of pain. This was an hour and a half of torture. This was like putting my head in a toilet and flushing it and shoving my head down the little hole and feeling my skull getting crushed. It was that bad. Plus, I was eating with a girl crapping on a guy. I mean, how is this funny? This was a really crappy year for movies. This is 2008. This was Me, You, and Dupree, I Love You, Man, Pineapple Express. And this, I'm trying to come up with a grade. I'm going with a Z. No, I'm going with the letter after Z. And then minusing it after that.
There's no letter after
Z. Oh, I'm
Z.
adding a letter just for this. I'm just not sure what it is yet. But this is one of the worst movies I have ever seen. I gave you the ending because I don't want you to ever see this. If you were thinking about seeing it, if it was a thought, this might change your mind. Hopefully it did. Don't see it. Having Kevin Smith and Seth Rogen as written partners should tell you right away. It should say, don't see me. Don't look at me. Don't even think that I exist. This movie's going right in the trash. I am not even going to bother trying to resell it. Because somebody shouldn't actually sell it. They should pay. I should actually pay to get rid of it. It is that bad. And I am done with this review. Please subscribe. Leave your comments. If you think I'm absolutely wrong, go right ahead. But I am going to lash right back. So be careful. Don't forget to subscribe and thank you for watching.